Okay, welcome back to part two now of creating automations within your pipeline. So what we're looking at here is the pipeline stages that we created earlier. Now what I've done is I've actually created another pipeline stage called SMS response. And we learned in the previous session about how to create a campaign that goes off and how to create the triggers to trigger that campaign that will then basically send SMSs and emails to someone until they respond. And then if they respond to an SMS or an email from yourself, we want that person to be picked up automatically and dropped off into the SMS response column. And then once they go into this section, that just allows you to, warm up that contact and be dealing with warmer contacts than calling hundreds of leads that are coming in here but may never respond to you or may never pick up the phone. And so an SMS response is a significantly more intent-based person that you want to obviously jump on the phone with, or get your ISA. We provide VAs to join your business as well. They work remotely, sound American, they're lovely. They can make these calls for you and they can pre-qualify them, so that they can just be moved straight into the qualified section. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just show you how to create that campaign and that trigger for the SMS response. I'm going to hit save on that, go to triggers, I'm going to create a new basic rule. And so this new basic rule is going to cover how to move them from the Facebook lead in into the SMS response. So we're going to call this the SMS response. We're going to put that in the buyer campaign. Again, the rules apply to whichever you're working in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look for we want to basically add a contact tag, or what we want to do is we want to customer replied, right? We want to add that, and then we want to say reply to campaign. We want to choose the campaign. So that was the SMS lead-in campaign that we created. And they want to create an action. Right? We want to remove the previous tag, because the previous tag is currently putting them into this. The way we created it was to put them into certain campaigns. So we first want to remove the contact tag. And the contact tag previously was Facebook. Then what we want to do is we want to add the opportunity to, and we want to move that person, right? Let's see if there's a better option here. We want to move them along, or add or update the opportunity. Yep, correct. So we want to move them to SMS response. That's what we want to do. The lead value hasn't changed. I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to put this person as open. So we've removed the tag, we've added or updated the opportunity. And what we're going to do is we're going to now add a contact tag. First, before we add a contact tag, you can see we've removed the previous tag for Facebook, and then we want to add the new tag, which says response, SMS response. Or we may want to call it responded. That. And we want to activate that and hit save. So what we've effectively done now through that is we've basically, if this person now starts receiving all these SMSs coming through the SMS lead-in campaign, they will receive the SMS. If they respond, see these are question marks in here. If they respond to any of these SMSs, they get automatically picked up and taken from the Facebook lead-in into the SMS response column and given a new tag. So Facebook goes away and a new tag gets put onto them called responded. Now what we can do is we can create a campaign. and we're going to call this the responded campaign. And so what we want to do here is we're going to go, I want you to send an SMS. So, hi. You want to choose a custom value, first name. Thank you for coming back to me. Look out for one of our operatives, or you may want to call this person an agent, who will give you a call shortly. And there you have it. You now have an SMS that goes out, just warns them and says, hey, look out for our call. We're about to just give you a call now. You can add in here, try and keep these SMSs quite short, because sometimes they don't send nicely through the system. So I would say just keep it as short and as brief as possible. And by doing that, you will eliminate any opportunity for this not to be sent in its full form. So then we also can send them a second SMS says, we are very busy at present. If you really want to get through to our team and move quickly on your dream home, book a time here, and I'm going to provide a link. Okay, there we go. And so now that's gone in there, and that person's going to receive those SMSs. So remember to hit published, otherwise these things will not go off once the lead has responded. And so there you go, done.